Well, thank you for joining me for the next 5 minutes or so. This is our Take 5 segment. We usually send this out on Friday and give you a bit of a 5-minute preview of what we're going to be looking at on Sunday. This is a special Friday, though. It's Friday morning here with me at Faith Church, and it's Good Friday. And so that means that Sunday that is coming up is a Resurrection Sunday. I just want to give you a special invite. If you do not have a church that you attend regularly or a home church, we would love to have you at Faith Church at 10 o'clock, 1895 State Road 44 here in Martinsville, Indiana. Well, what are we going to be looking at on Resurrection Sunday? Whenever Easter comes around, it gives me a bit of a pause, and I start to remember that everything hinges on the resurrection. When it comes to other faiths, they gather around a philosophy, or they gather around perhaps a holy piece of what they consider scripture. They rally around a moral code. But the truth is, when it comes to Christianity, Christianity was launched by an event that people saw, and that was the resurrection. That is what makes Christianity unique, and that is why the resurrection, everything hinges upon this. Now, we celebrate the resurrection, hopefully you do this, throughout the whole year. Every Sunday, we remind ourselves that it is the cross and is the resurrection that draws us here. We remember that when we take communion together. But on Resurrection Sunday, on Easter, we pause and we make special attention. We take special attention to remember that the resurrection is the fulcrum of our faith. Over the years, the church has endured scandal, hypocrisy, corruption, people who, in the name of Christ, do things that are very un-Christ-like. And yet, when it comes to the criticisms of Christianity, those are all people issues. Eventually, when it comes to the criticisms of Christianity, the resurrection will always be attacked. And the reason why is because it is central. If the resurrection was not true, I believe the Apostle Paul says it best: we would be the greatest of fools. But yet, if the resurrection is true, then everything that we do, everything that we base our belief on, makes complete and utter sense. The resurrection is what launched the church. Jesus appeared to over 500 people. Some of those were his followers, some of those were not. Jesus appeared many times over a period of time before he finally ascended into heaven. Christianity was launched by an event that people saw. The disciples, with the exception of John, went to their deaths proclaiming the belief in the resurrected Jesus because they saw it. And they wrote these things down. And the people who were second-generation Christians, who knew people who were first eyewitnesses, they took this and they made it their own, and then on the generations down. And we are the ancestors of those spiritual pioneers who saw the resurrected Jesus. Now, we don't have a time machine. We can't go back in time and witness the resurrection for ourselves, but we do have the Gospels, reliable documents, historical, accurate documents that proclaim the fact that Jesus rose from the dead. We also have the disciples' lives. If they believed that this was a lie, if they were trying to perpetuate a ruse or a con, they surely took that to an extreme, with the exception of John, who was banished to an island, and I believe spared by the Lord to write the final book of the New Testament, the book of Revelation. All of the disciples went to their death, died martyr's death. Would you do that if you knew that it was a lie that you were perpetuating? They saw the resurrected Jesus. Now, what does that mean for us? Well, we gather together on Easter Sunday. We gather together on every Sunday. We remember the resurrected Lord. Well, we hope that this finds you well. We hope that this finds you with a bit of an incentive to go wherever you're going to go, wherever the gospel is preached on Resurrection Sunday. If not, we would love to see you at 10 o'clock here at Faith Church. God bless, and have a great remainder of your day.